Do you weigh and measure your food?
I do.
You know, everyone says that weighing and measuring your food is a pain in the ass.
It could be, yeah, it is.
I'm Coach Jay,
I'm Coach Wendy.
and today we're going to talk about weighing and measuring your food and how to make it easy.
So, Coach, why do we have to weigh our food?
Yeah, so weighing and measuring your food really, it gives you the truth about how much food you're actually consuming, right? If you have a goal to get stronger or to lose weight, like you got to know that you're eating the right amount of calories,
Okay.
right? You also, we talked about protein.
Yeah.
It tells you whether you're getting enough protein, whether you're getting enough carbohydrates, whether you're getting enough fat,
Okay.
right? And without weighing and measuring, you'll never know,
Right.
right? With your clients, don't you find that sort of first 2 weeks of weighing and measuring, once they get through that, it's like there's a lot more clarity, right?
Yeah. They also find out that sometimes they don't even eat enough, right? Which that can cause you not to lose any weight, right?
Yeah.
Or they're just eating like over 3,000 calories and they had no idea that that's what they were eating.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's an eye opener for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's you find out the difference between a mango
Right.
and a bag of M&Ms.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like that bag of M&Ms is like eating 10 mangoes.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
Right?
It's
And when you
shocking.
learn that, it's kind of like, ooh, maybe I'm going to avoid the M&Ms.
Yes.
Right? But if you have to take that second to just like pull out your phone
And then
and
log in.
put in what you're
Right.
doing, it kind of makes you pause and go, should I eat that second double-double? I always get two of them. Should I eat that second double-double?
Right,
Because that's
right.
actually another 1,000 calories,
Exactly.
and that will blow my calories. So it gives this like pattern interrupt. Yeah.
Right.
Any other reasons why you encourage people to do it?
I think for me, one of my favorite things is it just holds me accountable, right, every day, right? Even if, let's say, I go over my carbs, the main thing that I'm looking for, did I hit my protein? Did I at least hit my protein, right?
Yeah.
And then the very next day, then, okay, let's try and stay under the carbs. So it just kind of holds me accountable and, it makes me feel great in workouts.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you weigh yourself every day, then you're not going to gain too much weight because you
Exactly.
make changes. And if you
Yeah.
pay attention to your food every day, you're unlikely to have those 10,000 calorie
Right.
days
Right.
too often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one is I started tracking my food was because I wanted to feel stronger with my lifts, right?
Yeah.
And I got that, right? I'm
Yeah.
much stronger with my lifts.
Yeah.
So it gives results. Okay, so how do you weigh your food?
All right, so you need three things.
Okay.
All right, first is you need a food scale, right? Second thing is you need some food,
Right.
This is a mango. And then you need the MyFitnessPal app, right?
Okay.
There's other apps you can use, but MyFitnessPal is
Very
my
popular,
favorite.
yeah.
Yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this food scale, you're gonna set it. Most of them have you turn it on and there's a thing called tare, and I usually will put it on either grams or ounces. Right, so this one I'm going to say ounces. I'm going to put the mango on there, and I'm going to find out that it is 11, almost 12 ounces. That's a
Yeah.
pretty big mango.
That's a big mango.
Yeah, all right. So then I'm going to take that, and I see that it's 12 ounces. I'm going to go into MyFitnessPal. I'm going to click Add Food, and I'm just going to type in mango and do a search. And I'm going to find something, usually with a green check mark, and I'm going to select ounces. And this is, let's say, 12 ounces. And so that means that it is about 204 calories, 51 grams of carbs. So mango's relatively high carb,
Yep, they're
right?
high in carbs.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're eating almost a pound of it, right? 3/4 of
true.
a pound of mango. So you're going to put that in, and that's it. It's going to show you, 204 calories, and you're going to knock down the carbs to, I had 100 carbs, and now it's 49.
Yep.
Right. So the other thing that I do, if it's not something like a mango, is I have this dark chocolate chip cookie. It's like a protein cookie, and I'll take the barcode on the back, and the MyFitnessPal can actually scan the barcode, and it will add it in there as well.
Right.
So it'll show you that this one, it's 2 servings. Is going to end up being. Gosh, this is almost 400 calories.
Yeah,
This is supposed to
yeah.
be a healthy cookie. It's almost 400 calories.
Yep.
Right? And it's going to be 16 grams of fat and 46 grams of carbohydrate.
Yeah,
That's
so it's kind of important to look at the serving size for
Yeah.
certain things, for
yeah,
sure.
and that's kind of why you do this, right? So now, if I scan these things, the mango and this, now if my goal was 100 grams of carbs, I've already used it up just from 2 things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when we're coaching people, we don't just ask them to count calories, right?
No.
Yeah, we usually give them like recommendations for macronutrients,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So when you go into MyFitnessPal, there's actually a way to track your macronutrients,
Right.
right? So if we're looking, you can see that in mine, we've got, my goal is 100 grams of carbs. I think it's like 100 grams of fat and 191 grams of protein every day, right? And I see that at the top. So every time I add food to it, it knocks down some of those macronutrients. So it's a really easy way to do it. And that allows me to stick to my plan a lot better.
Right. Because you have your numbers like right in front of you, and then you can see how much protein you have left for that day, or how much fat you have left for that day, right? Maybe you don't even have any carbs anymore.
Okay, so now we know how to weigh and measure our food. There are some tips that we can use to make these easier. So what's your top tip for weighing and measuring your food?
Pre-log it before you eat it.
Right.
Yeah. So make sure you log it first and see if you have macros left for that food, right?
Yeah.
So you don't go over.
Yeah. It's much easier to weigh something if it's not in your stomach.
Exactly. So you can't take it back.
Yeah, exactly. So the other thing is, I would say when you're first doing this, so do it for about 2 weeks without actually worrying about the amounts. Like, don't try to hit a certain number those first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just to get aware.
Yeah.
Just give yourself permission to eat what you want, but just weigh and measure it.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. I tell people that first 2 weeks are like practice week, just to kind of see, where you're at, and you can find a rhythm. And then like week 3, you can find a rhythm already, and you kind of know how to hit those numbers, right?
Yeah, where a lot of people go wrong is they weigh and measure and they limit themselves.
Yeah.
And so it's just like super stressful, and then food becomes like this big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want to do that.
Overwhelming.
Yeah. Look, if you're eating 2 bags of M&Ms every day, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Just
Log
weigh
it.
and measure it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think getting a portable scale can sometimes work for people.
Comes in handy.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're in that first couple weeks, so that when you go out, you can do it. But I actually don't have one. Do you have one?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Yeah. Because you're doing it for 2 weeks, you're probably not going out as much.
Yeah. You can do it within home.
Yeah. I would also say that if you want more specific results, you got to get more specific.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The more specific you get, the faster results you get, and like the more you get the hang of things too.
Yeah. How long do you think you need to weigh and measure your food, like to the ounce or to the gram, before you can start like eyeballing it?
I would say about 4 weeks in.
Right.
Yeah. Because then by that time you have learned a lot from just logging and weighing your food, that you can kind of just be flexible a little bit and kind of do it on your own.
Yeah.
But you should have learned already how to do it.
Yeah. Do not do it the first week or two.
No.
Because you will.
Then, you'll go easy on yourself, but you'll just continue to eyeball it, and then that's when we're less accurate.
Really good at lying to ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's kind of how we do it. And you've been doing this now for several years, right?
Yeah, I want to say for like close to 4 years, I want to say that I'm logging, and it's not perfect. Like, it's not perfect at all.
Yeah.
But the number one thing I always do is log my food.
Yeah.
Even if I don't hit any of my numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, like, if I get off, if I feel like I'm off, my nutrition is off, I actually start by just logging my food for 2 weeks. I don't make any adjustments.
Yep.
I just log my food, and then I start dialing it in, and then I'll like hit the protein, and then I start hitting all the numbers, and I try to make it as easy as possible on myself. Right.
Yeah.
And I also don't beat myself up if I don't hit the numbers.
Yep.
Right.
Can't be perfect.
But I actually think that logging your food long term is a viable thing to do.
It is.
A lot of people think it's really hard, but I don't think it's that bad.
So it's hard the first 2 weeks, I want to say.
Yeah.
But then again, like, it's, if you're creating or you're adding a new habit to your life, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
So, but it gets better. It's not always going to be hard.
Yeah.
But the first 2 weeks it's hard.
Yeah. So these are some of our best tips about logging the food and why you should log the food. Do us a favor. If you like this video, if you learned something from this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe if you want to be notified the next time we post a video. And actually, do us another favor. If you need help logging your food, if you're not sure, even after watching this video, all of our other videos, of what to do next, just shoot us an email, info@halefitness.com or wendy@halefitness.com, jay@halefitness.com. We would love to help you, and we'd love to find out what your questions are. So, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.